We're good, fam. Let me know in the chat, yeah? I'll be back. Yo, one popped up, gone again. Yo, the live hasn't begun yet, although it's actively on the screen. But at 8:10, I'm going to have an idea of something that I want to talk about, a topic, because generally right now I haven't got a topic. So I have to find the right topic first and foremost, which is going to be beneficial to everyone, seen and unseen. Yeah, that's how I move, that's how I work, that's how it is, that's reality. Yeah, so hold out. Yeah, I don't want to get no notes out. It's just it's not remote. MDC cap when you get me. It's all in the process. Oh yeah. Yeah, my eyebrows, my little rough. Gotta get the energy up. You get me? So, what's the plan for change? What's the solutions? What can we talk about? What's the reality that we should be living? what is it that we should be, you know, coming together as a people? What is it that we should be focusing on? You know, as a collective, I'm talking like as a group for change. Like, do people even want to change? Is change something that people are capable of doing? You know, because when you're stuck in a way of doing something a certain way, you can end up in a place where you're actually stuck. Like as it says, you're stuck. So sometimes change is good. Change for the better from the worst is good. So it's the type of change that we need to be making, the good part of it, the good change. Whatever that change is for you, that's what it is, isn't it? Whatever that change is for you, that's what it's meant to be. Get me? But right now my head's all over the place. I'm not thinking clearly. And you know I know I got a lot of work to do. The thing about life, and the funny thing about it, no one will probably even come to this live, and I'll just be here talking away, but I'm passing on the message, you get me? Because there's always viewers that will view after the live. So although they might not look at the live now and see the live and do what they're doing, you get me? Because it's early, but at the same time, after they look and see what's going on, you get me? So I leave it to the great divine. I let the Most High deal with it. You get me? I will use my own powers and the energy that I have to make this thing go to the viral extent that it needs to go to, for people to understand there is people out here like me, that have a good heart and have good intentions, although I do bad things. You get me? So it shows that no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. Those that watch this ain't perfect. You get me? Those that don't watch this ain't perfect. So we're just all human at the end of the day. We're all trying to live our lives and be a better version of ourselves, you know. I mean, and that's all we can do. So I hope people do check out my live, do see what I'm saying. I have a lot of things written down to do with business and to do with other economical stuff that I want to venture. And it's just putting it into place, basically. It's just making that change, basically. It's just literally putting it into place and making things work for the better of the people, you know. And if I can spark that, then I'll let it be, let it spark, you get me? I'll let it build its own self, you know what I mean? We're all here to rise, you get me? Rise, we gotta rise, you know what I mean? We gotta learn as well and educate ourselves. And there's different types of ways of learning too, you get me? People learn different, there's different ways to learn. So we just have to see. Mm. Get me, but out here anyway, you get me, regardless of what other people are doing. I'm just gonna do my thing, you get me? It doesn't matter about what other people are saying or what are they not saying. It's all good. It's all good, fam. It's all good. Although my heart's broken, which is sad. Yeah, we're active anyway. Now we're officially live, 10 past 8. Even though the live was meant to start at 8 o'clock, it's now 10 past 8. So obviously, all thanks and praise and blessings is due to the Most High. You get me? We thank Him. We ask Him for help. We ask His aid. You get me? We pray to him in each and every way we can as mankind, and we have to move forth and move on to be a better being. Yes, yes, you hear me? Bless up, bless up. Shout out to Andrea Jackson. Yeah, big up herself all up on the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe as well. You get me? Subscribe and watch my other things as well that I've got on here. I've got other stuff on here. You get me? We're just working, building. Get me? But building this thing, B. Gotta build it. But yeah. But as I was saying, you get me? What's the plans for change? Yeah. Any thoughts? Like, anyone got any thoughts? What we need? What needs to be changed? Like in the community? Certain things that we need to work on as people. For ourselves. For other people. You know. Just anything that needs to be changed. You get me? Like is what is it? What needs to be changed? Maybe it's nothing. It could be nothing. I don't believe it's nothing, but I'm just trying to get the information from the people. You get me? That's all. I want the people to tell me what's going on. Like, you get me? And that's it. You know what I mean? The saying, lovely, you're all right, yeah? Thanks for the love hearts and that, yeah? Big up, big up. MDC, yeah? Making that change. That's what it's all about these days, isn't it? You know what I mean? You don't have to like me, but like my brand, innit? Just keep it real to yourself. Like the brand, like the message, like what I'm trying to show. You get me? You know what I mean? Like Puma, it's a brand, innit? You can see the logo. You get me? They got the Puma, and they got just Puma, Puma, Puma. So it's a brand, you know what I mean? So support your people and support others, support people that you know that have good intentions. You get me? Don't just support the fashion or support anyone or follow fashion as they call it. Support yourself and your people, the people that you can probably touch, tangibly touch. You get me? You know what I mean? Because all this high fashion that we break our necks for and we want to spend money on, and it makes it worse because our kids want to spend money on it. It's not even really us, it's the kids. The kids want high fashion and things like that, you know. So we have to be careful what we delve into, you get me, and who we support, because everything has a blessing and everything has a curse. You get me? So certain high fashion clothing has a curse. So clearly when you wear that item, it puts a certain, what's the word, energy over you or on you, whether you're aware of it or not. Some people, like for instance, celebrities, they're aware of it, because the the sacrifices that have been made for certain things to get to the highest levels. It's like having someone do something that's not really good to do, basically, keeping it simple. You know what I mean? So just be aware in it. Just get knowledge in what you're doing. Don't be a follower. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, don't be a sheep in it. Don't be that person that wants to be like someone else or wants to be like someone that's famous or someone that's got what's the word, has a high high, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be like, don't be yourself in it. The best thing is to do is to be yourself. Don't look at other people. Like, for instance, like someone will look at my videos, whatever, he's chatting rubbish, he's got no numbers, he's got no views, he's got this and that going on, he's not very popular. But the gems are in the things that are less likely to even for our eyes to even look at. Like, my visuals ain't great, but what I'm saying should have an effect to the brain, to the mind, to the body, to the soul, to the spirit. because what I'm saying, it's deep and it's hard to explain because it's that deep. You get me? So when something that deep, you have to kind of understand it within yourself, and it has to be understood by yourself. Unless you're talking about what I'm saying or talking about things in a collective group, you get me? But a lot of things what I say in my lives and in my videos, when you watch them and actually sit down and listen to them properly, they are really for mankind. They are really for yourself. They are really insight for you to look at and be like, okay, I get what he's saying. I hear him. Cool. And move on. You get me? And that's it. That's it. That's it. Don't judge. Don't look too deep into it or think too deep about it. Just be you in it and take from it from what you will. And that's it. God will give you the rest of the way, you get me? The most high. You get me? If you believe you're a God, then why give yourself that the opportunity to make the way for you? You get me? Because I actually do believe we all have a higher sense of godliness, and we do have to tap into that sense to really get to know ourselves correctly. You know what I mean? Really to understand ourselves, never mind anybody else, just to understand ourselves. Because realistically, loyalty is meant to be with yourself, not with any other person. You get me? Loyalty is meant to lie within yourself. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be loyal to yourself. A lot of people out here are not loyal to themselves. Never mind loyal to their family or friends or partner. They're not even loyal to themselves. And that's deep because then you've lost yourself and your awareness of self because you're living, you're striving for another person and not really striving correctly. I'm not saying you're not striving, but the person's not striving for themselves. You get me? Because the benefit is within you. From when you strive to your godly state within yourself, then you can bring other people to that godly state as well. Because that's what you're striving for. That's what you're striving to manifest, a godly state. You get me? I'm not saying, yeah, you're going to be a god and you're going to start creating things from nothing, which we can. So don't misinterpret the concept of a god, you get me? But just know that we all are gods. We all have power. We all have this essence from God. You get me? But the only God that has the right to be worshipped is the one true God that has created all of this that exists, which has no beginning and no end. You get me? So just know that there's certain things going on and we're not even aware of it. There's certain things happening and we don't even know why it's happening, but we just go along with it. Yeah, yeah, whatever. It's just how it is, isn't it? Just one of them ones. Just go along with it. People can do what they want to do. We have that free will. That is the most powerful thing we can have is our free will. You know what I'm saying? But we have to still be aware of those things and them essence and those blessings that are around us as well, because they will leave us and they will leave us in a state if we're not catching them. Trust me, I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from my own tangible knowledge, things that I've felt myself. You get me? So just know life is a test and we have to do our best to overcome the rest to stay blessed. MDC, peace, one love, yeah. Stay strong.